Hugo Ekitike's nickname given by Lionel Messi, said it all about next Liverpool signing. Liverpool are closing in on the signing of Eintracht Frankfurt forward Hugo Ekitike, who has a three-word nickname that was given to him by former PSG teammate Lionel Messi at just 23 years old. Hugo Ekitike already holds the impressive distinction of having shared the pitch with some of the sport's biggest names, a trend set to continue at Liverpool. Following a dramatic few days of speculation, the Reds are close to finalizing a deal which could rise to £79 million for the Eintracht Frankfurt forward. Liverpool have successfully swooped in to beat Newcastle to the signing of Hugo Ekitike, taking advantage of the Magpies' unwillingness to part ways with Alexander Isak. With the Premier League champions moving quickly to secure the transfer, the deal once finalized will take the Reds' summer expenditure to just under £300 million. Ekitike is set to become Liverpool's second most expensive striker ever, surpassed only by Darwin Núñez. The 22-year-old French forward is expected to commit to a 6-year contract at Anfield last season. Ekitike was in sensational form, scoring 22 goals and providing 12 assists in 48 appearances across all competitions for Eintracht Frankfurt. That campaign came after he made a permanent move from Paris Saint-Germain to the Bundesliga just a year earlier. During his time at PSG, Ekitike shared the pitch with some of the biggest names in football: Lionel Messi, Neymar, and Kylian Mbappé. Among them was Messi, the 8-time Ballon d'Or winner, who gave Ekitike the nickname the Iron Rod, a reference to the striker's wiry yet explosive frame and surprising acceleration. Standing at 6 feet 3 inches, Ekitike often towered over his teammates and left defenders trailing with sudden bursts of pace rates that knew Liverpool manager Arne Slot will surely be eager to unleash at Anfield. Injuries had stalled Ekitike's momentum in Paris, prompting the player to hire a personal trainer and physiotherapist to enhance his physical conditioning. The payoff was evident last season, with Ekitike remaining fit and featuring regularly for Frankfurt. Liverpool are keen to finalize his signing swiftly as their preseason preparations gather pace. The Reds are currently in Hong Kong, where they'll kick off their summer tour against AC Milan on July 26th. They will then head to Japan to face Yokohama F. Marinos on July 30th. After their Asian fixtures, Liverpool return to England for a home doubleheader at Anfield, facing Athletic Bilbao on August 4, before clashing with Crystal Palace in the Community Shield at Wembley on August 10th. Ekitike's imminent rival underscores Liverpool's aggressive intent in the transfer market. Having spent minimally last season, the club has now made major moves, securing Florian Wirtz for a potential British record fee of £116.5 million, as well as adding Jeremy Frimpong, Milos Kerkez, and goalkeeper Georgi Mamardashvili, who had been loaned back to Valencia after his initial signing. The 2025-26 campaign is already shaping up to be Liverpool's most expensive season in history, eclipsing their previous record spend of £166 million in 2018-19, when they brought in Alisson, Naby Keita, and Fabinho. Meanwhile, the transfer spotlight is heating up across Europe, with Christian Falk offering insight into a developing story that could impact Liverpool. According to Falk, Bayern Munich are increasingly confident they will land Luis Diaz this summer, even though the German club previously felt equally assured about signing Florian Wirtz only to see Liverpool beat them to the punch. If Bayern miss out on Diaz, the pressure will mount on sporting director Max Eberl, who is already under scrutiny ahead of internal reviews that will assess the success of the club's transfer window. In the event of another failed pursuit, Eberl and his recruitment team could be forced to pivot toward another marquee name. One such name emerging among Bayern fans is Rodrigo. Though not yet a formal target, the Real Madrid winger could serve as a high-profile alternative should Diaz remain at Liverpool. According to insiders at Caught Offside, the fanbase would view a move for Rodrigo as a positive response to any setbacks in the transfer market. Rodrigo's future remains uncertain, while the Brazilian forward reportedly wants to stay in Madrid, where he has a contract until 2020. If the situation is complicated by his reduced playing time, under new manager Xabi Alonso, Rodrigo featured for just 92 minutes out of a possible 540 during the FIFA Club World Cup, suggesting he may not be in the coach's immediate plans. Additionally, Alonso has yet to consistently deploy Rodrigo in his preferred role on the left flank. Should Diaz depart for Germany? Liverpool may look to take advantage of Rodrigo's unsettled status and bring him to the Premier League. Elsewhere, fixture news has been making waves in English football. The Premier League is finally released. The full schedule for September's televised matches, albeit 2 weeks later than originally promised. The delay was attributed to local approval processes, according to league officials, who nonetheless maintain that the announcement still honors the commitment to provide fans at least 6 weeks. Notice for any fixture changes before January. A statement, the Premier League said. While the Premier League's fixture announcement dates advised that September's fixtures would be released on the 9th of July. Delays in local approvals for fixtures unfortunately meant only August fixtures were announced on this date. The Premier League would like to apologize for not being able to confirm these fixtures until now. However, today's announcement is in line with our commitment to give at least 6 weeks' notice for fixture announcements before January. Among the standout matchups confirmed is the Manchester Derby, with Manchester United set to visit the Etihad to face City on Sunday, September 14th in a 4:30 p.m. kickoff broadcast, live on Sky Sports. That game will be preceded earlier in the day by Liverpool's away clash at Burnley, kicking off at 2 p.m. Arsenal, meanwhile, will host Nottingham Forest at 12:30 p.m. on Saturday, September 13th. In another high-profile fixture, with transfer stories unfolding, big-name arrivals, shaking up squads, and major matches on the horizon, the Premier League's 2025-26 campaign is already building up to be a season filled with drama, intrigue, and no shortage of ambition, especially at Anfield. Now, let's talk departures, starting with Antony. The Brazilian winger, who arrived for nearly £85 million 2 summers ago, is now on the market. But the clubs circling aren't the giants you might expect. Real Betis have struggled to meet United's £30 million asking price, and now Atletico Madrid have joined the race. That's certainly a step up in stature. But let's be honest, Tanny's United tenure hasn't lived up to the price tag. A few flashes of brilliance here and there, but lacking the consistency and end product required at a club like United. So, here's a question for you. If United recoup £30 million, is that smart business? In my view, yes, it's time to cut losses and reinvest in younger, more dynamic wide players that better suit Amorim's high-octane philosophy. Zacco or nothing. Guerra or bust. So United fans, what would you do? Go all in for Zacco and hand Amorim a statement striker. Lock down the Guerra deal before other clubs pounce? Move Antony on and reinvest with clarity? This window isn't just about preparing for 2025-26. It's about laying the foundation for the next era of Manchester United, and the updates are coming thick and fast. ULM and Amorim's midfield general.
Elsewhere.
Keep an eye on